Dear students, BA Part 2nd, Semester 3rd, Subject English Literature. In last video, essays which are prescribed in our syllabus have been completed. Here we learn 6 essays. So you study properly of these essays. Today we are going to learn literary terms. Here yet literary terms have been prescribed in our syllabus. So we are learning here. Term means concept. Literary means with related to literature. So here literary terms means literary concepts or word means a detailed information about word or concept. It is called terms. So here we are learning literary terms. So first literary terms is prescribed in our syllabus. It is ambiguity. Ambiguity means confusion. While reading a text or novel or drama or short story, there is confusion. We don't understand easily meaning of it or meaning of protagonists, characters, etc. So always there is a confusion. So that's why to solve this confusion there is a ambiguity term. If you study properly this term, definitely we will help while reading a text. So see here, ambiguity is ordinary usage. Ambiguity is commonly applied to a fault in a style. There is a fault in the style. There is a one type of the confusion, complex. So that is ambiguity. Since William Ibsen published 7 types of ambiguity in 1930, means William Ibsen wrote 7 types of ambiguity, and in this book ambiguity term is published or this term is coined from this book, and that book name is 7 types of ambiguity. So you remember also this book. However, the term has been widely used in criticism as a special poetic device, and after that this term is used as a poetic device. There is a poetic device, for example monologue, aside, etc. So like that this term used in the poetic device. So you name it also poetic device as a literary students. You read detail about poetic device or a figure of speech. Think about also this term is used as a figure of speech, and you know also figure of speech. There are the figure of speech like personification, metaphor, simile, metonymy, irony, etc. So this term is used as a figure of speech. It is used for the conveying two or more meaning or reference at the same time. So there also means two or more meaning or references are taken in text, and there is a confusion at the same time. So how to find out this meaning? What is context of this meaning? What is background of this meaning? So to comprehend, to study, or we have to study of this literary term ambiguity. For example, also you remember also example Shakespeare's Cleopatra. So here is Shakespeare, and William Shakespeare was the greatest dramatist. He wrote many dramas. So here is the example of William Shakespeare. Cleopatra uses the word mortal, means fatal or death dealing. So here Cleopatra used a word mortal, means fatal or death dealing. There are the two meaning of the mortal. Mortal means died person or die. There is a one meaning is a fatal and another meaning is a death dealing. Or so we have to take proper meaning of that word in as per as drama. So there is a meaning of the mortal means death dealing. You take the meaning death dealing like that. Another word is wrath. Wrath means angry. So in this context, serve to express both contempt and the pity. So here the wrath is the angry, but here wrath meaning is pity. So as per context, meaning of the word are changed. So that is the ambiguity. So if you study properly ambiguity, you also understand the meaning. That's why Ibsen tells 7 types of ambiguity here. So that is first term ambiguity here we study. Second term is archaism. So remember also this term because there are the yet literary terms and you have to write only 5 literary terms out of yet. So another term is archaism. Archaism is a poetic device. Also, it is also poetic device in which such words and expressions are the use that has gone out of the use in the language. The here is the expressions used is out of gone means out gone. So here is the language is a highly used in the archaism. So for example, Spenser in the fairy queen uses this device to achieve a poetic style. So here the Spenser wrote fairy queen and fairy king was the greatest poet. It is episodic poetry. There is a character knight and knight save the parents of Uma and lastly knight killed two dragon. So like that story of that fairy queen. So here is Spenser. Edmund Spenser used this literary term in fairy queen. So remember this example. This device to achieve a poetic style. It also used in the translation of the King James. Also this term used in the also King James version of the Bible. At that time King James was king and he translated version of Bible and he used this term in that translation version of Bible. After that also in 17th century or 18th century, John Keats, for example, described the Grecian earth. So he used this term in the Grecian earth. John Keats composed a poem, Grecian earth, and in this poem he used this term like with brides of marble made and maidens overthrown. This is like, remember this line, with brides of marble made and maidens overthrown. That is one type of highly used, means words are used in the highly way here. So that is the archaism. He used archaism words for the bread and the word all words. So here is he used the archaism term in the bread and word. like that. So this is done. Here two literary terms have been completed. You study properly. It's in next video we will learn next literary terms. Thank you.